Hello, hello. Let me do a quick intro. Welcome to Tech Tuesday, that we like to call it over here. If this is your first time visiting, then let me start by telling you that this is my day 76 of 90 consecutive days of live streaming, and we've made it this far. Yay! Let me start with my intro and say, hey there, YouTube, slasher chicks and slasher dudes. My name's Alicia. This is Slasher Chick TV, where we like to talk about growth mindset and negotiation strategy. So you never have to choose between this or that. You can always say yes to this slash that. And on Monday Moves Monday, we were talking about startups. And today on Tech Tuesday, I wanted to talk about the fact that one thing I think not enough people are talking about are all the non-technical roles that are available in tech, and how that can very much be leveraged to increase your salary like by an X fold, okay, by a multiple. And so I have a little video to show you on some thoughts about that, and then we're going to talk about it. We're going to try something a little bit different than what we've done in previous streams, because this little video is a little longer than some of my other previous videos, but it has lots of valuable content, so hopefully you find value in it. And then we'll talk about it, answer some questions that you might have, and acknowledge the time. Thanks, Rudy. It is 8:09 Eastern time, though, where I am in Philadelphia. And well, now it's 8:10. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started.
Imagine Sarah, a history buff with a knack for storytelling. She could captivate an audience with tales from the past, weaving intricate narratives that left everyone spellbound. She landed a job at a tech startup, not as a coder, but as a content writer. Her role was to craft compelling stories about the company's mission and products. Fast forward, she's now their chief storytelling officer. She leads a team that shapes the company's voice and brand through powerful narratives. Sarah's journey, proof that you don't need to code to thrive in tech, you just need to find your niche. Her storytelling skills became invaluable in a world driven by technology. This is the new face of the tech industry. It's no longer a playground for just engineers and developers. It's a dynamic ecosystem where various talents converge. The industry is booming, creating a massive demand for diverse skill sets. From marketing and sales to design and human resources, the possibilities are endless. Every role is crucial in driving innovation and success. The tech world needs people who can communicate, strategize, and empathize. These skills are essential in creating user-friendly products and services, people who can bridge the gap between complex technology and everyday users. They make technology accessible and understandable. So if you've ever felt intimidated by the technical jargon, fear not. There's a place for you in tech. Your unique skills are valuable. Embrace them, and you might just find your own niche, just like Sarah did. Let's break down this non-technical galaxy, a universe teeming with opportunities beyond coding and engineering. Think of marketing gurus crafting compelling campaigns for the latest apps, using their creativity and strategic thinking to capture the audience's attention, or creative wordsmiths like Sarah weaving narratives that resonate with users, turning complex tech jargon into engaging stories that everyone can understand. Picture project managers, the conductors of the tech orchestra, ensuring projects launch smoothly. They juggle timelines, resources, and team dynamics to deliver success. The numbers don't lie. LinkedIn reports a surge in demand for roles like sales development representatives, executives, and business development managers. These professionals are the frontline warriors, driving growth and building relationships. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics predicts a 10% growth in marketing occupations within the tech sector by 2031. This growth is fueled by the increasing need for tech companies to stand out in a crowded market. This translates to a wave of new opportunities for those with the right skills, opening doors to exciting and fulfilling careers. And it's not just about numbers, it's about the unique contributions these roles bring to the table. It's about the impact these roles have. Storytelling, for instance, is crucial in making technology relatable and engaging. They are the storytellers, the strategists, the bridge builders, connecting the dots between technology and its users. They humanize technology, making it accessible and meaningful for everyone, ensuring that innovation serves the needs of all people, not just a select few. Now, let's talk about the perks. Tech companies are known for their competitive salaries, but the benefits go beyond the paycheck. Think flexible work arrangements, opportunities for professional development, and a dynamic, fast-paced environment. Imagine working alongside brilliant minds, constantly learning and growing. Tech companies foster a culture of innovation and collaboration. They value creativity, problem solving, and a willingness to challenge the status quo. Moreover, the tech industry is making strides in diversity and inclusion. Companies are actively seeking individuals from diverse backgrounds, recognizing the value of different perspectives and experiences. But how do you transition into this exciting world? The journey might seem daunting at first, but with the right approach, it can be incredibly rewarding. The answer lies in understanding the transferable nature of skills. Are you a natural communicator? Your ability to convey ideas clearly and effectively is a highly sought after skill in many industries. Tech companies need marketing and communication specialists. Do you have a knack for organization? Your talent for keeping things in order and managing tasks efficiently can open doors to numerous opportunities. Project management roles are in high demand. Take a closer look at your current skill set. Identify your strengths and interests. Then explore how these skills can be applied to the tech industry. There are numerous online resources and boot camps that can help you bridge the gap. Remember, you don't need to be a coding whiz to thrive in tech. Your unique skills and experiences are valuable assets that can be leveraged in this dynamic industry. Whether it's through online courses, networking events, or mentorship programs, there are countless ways to gain the knowledge and confidence needed to make a successful transition. Embrace the challenge, and you'll find that your skills, when reinvented, can lead to a fulfilling and prosperous career in the tech world. Section 5, Charting Your Course, Navigating the Tech Frontier. Start by exploring different roles in companies that align with your interests. Research their culture, values, and the skills they seek. Networking is key. Attend industry events, connect with people on LinkedIn, and reach out to individuals working in roles you aspire to. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask for informational interviews. These conversations can provide valuable insights into the day-to-day realities of different roles and help you build connections within the industry. Remember, the tech industry is constantly evolving. Stay curious, embrace continuous learning, and be adaptable. The more you learn and grow, the more you'll thrive in this dynamic environment. Section 6, The Power of Networking. connecting the dots. Networking isn't just about handing out business cards, it's about building genuine connections and fostering relationships. Attend industry events, join online communities, and engage in meaningful conversations. Share your story, your passions, and your career aspirations. You never know where a simple conversation might lead. You might meet a potential mentor, discover a hidden opportunity, or gain valuable insights from experienced professionals. Remember, networking is a two-way street. Be willing to offer your help and support to others. The more you give, the more you'll receive in return. Section 7, the future is now. Embracing the non-technical revolution, the tech industry is no longer a niche sector. It's the driving force behind innovation across all industries. From healthcare and finance to education and entertainment, technology is transforming the way we live, work, and interact with the world. This digital revolution demands a diverse workforce with a wide range of skills. It's not just about coding anymore, it's about creativity, communication, problem solving, and empathy. It's about humanizing technology and making it accessible to everyone. So whether you're a seasoned professional looking for a career change or a recent graduate exploring your options, the tech industry welcomes you with open arms. Section 8, Breaking Barriers, Diversity as a Driving Force. The tech industry is becoming increasingly aware of the importance of diversity and inclusion. Companies are actively seeking individuals from underrepresented backgrounds, recognizing the value of different perspectives and experiences. Diversity fosters innovation. When people from different backgrounds, cultures, and walks of life come together, they bring unique ideas and perspectives to the table. This diversity of thought is essential for driving innovation and creating products and services that cater to a global audience. Moreover, a diverse and inclusive workplace creates a more welcoming and supportive environment for everyone. It fosters a sense of belonging and allows individuals to bring their whole selves to work. Section 9, your tech adventure awaits. Take the leap. The tech industry is brimming with opportunities for those who dare to explore. So what are you waiting for? Embrace your inner techie, even if you don't code. Your unique skills and perspectives are valuable assets in this dynamic and ever-evolving industry. Take that first step, update your resume, network with industry professionals, and explore the vast array of non-technical roles available. The tech world is waiting to welcome you with open arms. Your tech adventure awaits. Take the leap and discover a world of possibilities.
Oh, I almost forgot how to add myself back to the video. But that is the video that just gives us the basis of what we're talking about right now. That I think many people don't see themselves working in tech because they're like, well, I don't code, I don't build software, so what would I do in tech? And the bottom line is that all tech companies still need all of the other functions at their company. They need marketing, they need operations, they need customer support and customer service, they need sales, and I there's a lot of people that talk about transitioning the tech through sales as a avenue, and that's one avenue that you can enter where you don't necessarily have to have previous sales experience, because you can start at an entry level role and kind of work your way up through the ranks. But that one takes time if you don't have that previous sales experience. And also, the sales cycle for software is long. So, not everybody can afford to do that. Some people are at a point, they've made a certain income and they're not able to take a cut in order to transition to tech, but they haven't realized that they could do the same role that they currently do in order to transition into tech. So, I had previously told my story about how I made the move, and part of it was I had the thought, well, if I'm going to be doing this work, and I was working at what was a nonprofit, but we worked with for-profit companies, so we operated much like a startup. And my thought was, well, if I'm going to operate like I'm working at a startup and be expected to work like an owner or work like a maker, uh, then I want to get paid like I work at a startup. And so that was kind of what led me to make the transition. Now, I will share some other examples for you here that perhaps one hadn't thought of. Uh, and one thing you might be wondering is, well, then where would I find these kind of jobs? And the example I'm going to share right now comes from a website called Well Found. It used to be known as Angel List, and now it's rebranded as Well Found, and it is a platform of venture-backed startups to hire, and essentially mostly through networks. So you can create a profile in here, make yourself available, but you can also apply directly to jobs. So this one here is a customer success manager at Grow. Grow is a global team of technology, climate, and agriculture experts. We have built an AR-powered platform that helps customers tackle the most pressing challenges, from forecasting and ensuring supply chains to climate change and food security. So if you had experience supporting people in some sort of customer service in almost any of those industries, you could possibly transition that to here. But let's just say, okay, so they are looking for someone that does have some technical experience in that proficiency with Python, but that is a proficiency. They're not necessarily looking for expert, right? So you could add to your own technical skill set by doing side projects that at least allow you to share your knowledge if you are interested in a more analytical role. That's kind of one of the things that led me down the rabbit hole, and wanting to add a technical skill set to my background and focusing on more people analytics. So if you are used to doing some sort of analytics or reporting on data, this might be something that you could still pursue. Well, the other thing I also recommend to people is, even if you don't have every single thing that's on the job posting, that's not a reason to tell yourself no. That wait, at least let them tell you no. But if you feel like you've got 80% of it, definitely apply. If you like to get 70% of it, I say apply. But that's just me. I'm not going to tell myself no before I let someone else do it. But so many skills are transferable, like your problem solving skills, your communication skills, your relationship management, project management. It didn't necessarily have to be a technical project to be able to show your project management skills that are transferable. Now, I'm going to use this example here on, and I have a website. I have a previous video posted about this, about lots of places to find remote jobs, because in addition to transitioning to tech, I wanted to work remotely. And so I've only looked for remote jobs anytime I've ever looked for a job since, and I've been remote since about 2018. So although the video that I posted about this is maybe 2 years old now, a lot of those sites are still the top sites to go find remote jobs. But at any rate, and on We Work Remotely, the purpose of me showing this to you here is, say your background is not, and well, I don't have any tech experience, but I've got management or finance or operations experience. Then you could look for roles that are specifically for that. And here you can even subscribe to get them sent directly to your inbox. But let's look at an example. I also like, okay, let's see. Now this one actually is a Europe-based job. So I don't know if they're hiring you as residents, but that's not the point. The point is, for this, you really only have to have client onboarding experience. Doesn't necessarily have to be client onboarding experience at a tech company, but experience onboarding a new client. Um, so that's just one example. Probably not the best example because I didn't check one that was not for Europe first. But let's see. I'm going to move back to out of customer support to management and finance and all of the remote. Actually, let's click this one and go straight to just that category. A collections specialist. They're looking for prior collections experience. Now, I say that you can move to tech as a way to increase your income. Maybe one way that you increase your income isn't necessarily that you increase the wage, but this is now a work from home, fully remote experience that allows you to cut down on your commute, cut down on the wear and tear of your vehicle, has these generous paid time off that's different than your current role, etc. There's just lots of different ways in which one can be compensated for a job that may not be just the money, but that has the flexibility that you might not find in a more traditional workplace versus a remote tech workplace. And for someone who was in maybe a collections experience or a call center role, this would be a great job for someone that's trying to transition into a company that allows remote and work from home work and considers themselves more tech leaning. Now, based on some of the things we were talking about yesterday on Money Moves Monday, why they're here because they're remote, not necessarily because they're a tech company. But I wouldn't be surprised if they are also adding and this is how we add AI and tech to doing collections. Or maybe perhaps they focus on tech companies as part of their customers. Who knows? But it's another place to look and to continue to do your vetting. Now, in addition to those informational interviews that were mentioned in the video and going to networking events, some companies will often also have maybe open houses where you can go and learn about jobs that are is usually maybe available for more kind of entry level jobs at startup roles. But I know it's something we've done previously when we've had a position that's new to the organization and is an entry level role that someone right out of college could do, but perhaps requires a unique blend of skills that it warrants more Q&A available for those who are interested in it, like a product specialist. Some companies have those where that's more of a customer service and technical support role blended into one, and a little bit of sales all at the same time. But if you find those kinds of roles or something like product marketing, you're able to look at a lot of transferable skills that are of value in the tech space that you might not have realized. So that's my spiel for today on my Tech Tuesday. And what I was going to try a little bit differently is one of the things I had mentioned to you before, Coach Sherry, is that at some point, once your lives are uploaded, you can edit them on the studio. And when you edit them, what it looks like happens is then instead of this being just in your live feed, it now goes into your video feed and would be posted just like a video. So if someone was coming to your channel, now they'd see the video versus it being over in the live section that they have to kind of click into. And so what I wanted to say is if I try that format of, hey, here's a little thing that happens at the beginning, then we have a little Q&A and conversation, then am I able to quickly and easily repurpose the video directly after as the one that's Jen uploaded. And I feel like I've seen other creators actually do this, because there's this one guy, I can't remember who it is. It's either this gentleman that has a film channel where he talks about his film freelancing company, or it's a gentleman that used to work for Dave Ramsey and now has a finance channel where he talks about wealth building. I can't remember which one it was, but one or both of them, I was in the live stream. Okay. I remember catching the end of the live stream, what they were talking about. And then, like, I had to go do something, got distracted. And then I went right back to their channel and it was like posted like it's a video. And I'm like, I know I was in that live stream. And I messaged them in the comments, like, hey, do you repurpose your live streams? I never got an answer. So I don't know. So that's why I'm like, well, I'm gonna test this out and see how does that work, and we'll see how today goes, Coach Cherry. But that's what we'll hopefully learn from said experiment as well on this day 76 of 90, because I am, in addition to just building the YouTube muscle, right, I am committed to having gained clarity about what is my live stream format after this. And see, I appreciate, like, you've gotten that clarity, Coach Cherry, on like, now I clearly have a podcast and a format that I can continue to repurpose any live stream that I do by putting them in this podcast location, and that being, a place for my evergreen content that also doesn't require me to get on camera every time. Genius, chef's kiss. And I haven't figured out that format for when I want to, for things to just be able to talk about where I don't feel like I have to show something and on a consistent basis. I just still haven't figured that out for myself. So I think so that's why I want to test it another way out that I think also makes it a little bit easier for me. Because one thing I also have learned from this 90-day live stream challenge is you got to make it fun. It has to be fun for you, as far as because YouTube is not easy. And so it has to be something that you legitimately just really enjoy doing. And if you add a lot of friction to that, which is also, it's already, enough friction, it makes it even harder. I definitely think you should do that, Coach Cherry. I mean, one, how certainly can't hurt. Two, that order of operations is certainly the better way to go than the other way around, because then if you make the content elsewhere and then try to repurpose it on YouTube, YouTube might ding you for this reused content, John. Versus if you start the content on YouTube and you repurpose it elsewhere, YouTube don't care. They just want you to keep people on the platform for as long as possible. So that's another way, to leverage that in multiple places. So yeah, that's a good tip too. Because one thing I've also been thinking about is with whatever's going on with this TikTok ban. It's one of the reasons why I haven't continued to work on my TikTok channel, because I'm like, well, what's going to happen with this ban? What are people going to do? Like, and so what's the point of even growing a community there? But it is a whole different community. So, maybe it does have some value. But let me see if I can even, this is my channel. Here we go. But I don't even pay. I definitely over there consume more than I take in. Yeah, Coach Sherry, I hear you. It's definitely hard to post on days like this. So figuring out a way to get, one, make it easy, or two, allow me to pre-record. Because maybe another, I wanted to try it with using the AI to record it, right? But another way to try it is when you've got the time, energy, and space, right? Is pre-record as much as you can of the first part of your live, the part that is the content delivery, and then move on to the Q&A afterwards. And that could still also work for your podcast model because you could still be able to repurpose that in the end. So that's another good idea. But I know one thing for sure, and two things for certain, is that made it through day 76 and you're closer to your goal, and that by the end of this day 90 we'll figure it out how we'll clean up our channels and what happens next, but we will have made it. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and log off so I can check off another one in the books, and I'll just close with saying, if no one else told you today, you are more than enough, and I love you.